welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Neetu Suraj. So today we are going to discuss about HRM and audit. But before that, you're going to know a little definition regarding human resource management. So what is human resource management? According to Edwin B. Flippo. So according to Flippo, he specifies HR management as planning, organizing, directing, controlling of procurement, development, compensation, integration, maintenance and separation of human resource to achieve individual, organizational and social objective. Now, according to Flipper, he specifies that the main and important role of human resource management is about planning. As you all know that without planning, we cannot do any of the work. So here it is a duty of a HR manager to make sure that he makes a plan. So planning starts with how to organize, direct, also to control this particular setup of HRM. So here specifies about how many people you require for a particular role that to be played. You call it as a the role which is specifies about could be an HR manager who is identifying the potential in an individuals and putting them for the right job at the right time in the right place. So he's organizing a well, making into all those consideration regarding who should be an eligible one for a particular role to be played in the organization, because he's going to recruit an individual or hire an individual who is going to be well fit for the job. So once he's been hired, it is the resource which they are going to make utilize of an individual skill, attitude, everything is taken into consideration here, because he is going to be taken as the best of best to the organization, so that they can take something which is required from an individual who has been hired, and making sure that through him the organization can achieve the goal. Now here in human resource management, he makes a plan, he organizes and directs it in the right form, like who has to be given what role, and controlling the entire working setup, and also developing an individuals by providing the right form of a training, compensating based on their ability, and also integrating maintenance and separation of human resource to achieve individual, organizational and social objective. Here so many terms are included in this one particular slide. It specifies about planning, organizing, directing, controlling. Now procurement. Now procurement term itself specifies about it is a process of finding and hiring the talented individuals who can contribute to the organization for the success that they are expecting in the coming more days. Now here it also encompasses everything from identifying the staffing needs to recruiting, selecting, and also the new hires which they wanted, that is the right personnel for the right place at the right time, that you call it is for the right position, and then integrating all these together, making them or forming a team, and then making them to perform the task which is given to an individuals, maintaining their role, looking into like how far they are doing it in a better manner. And then again separation of human resource. Separation is again one particular aspect where we can find that the human resource are getting separated, that is in one or the other form. So we can say that separation happens when the person gets retires or takes an voluntary retirement program or system. So this is all coming under the human resource management. So what the organization does is they take the best of best candidates, hires them, pay them, and then make sure that through them organization can achieve its success. And the next slide specifies about the meaning of HRM. Now what is the meaning of HRM? So here human resource management is the strategic approach to nurturing and supporting employees and ensuring a positive workplace environment. So every individual goal to be achieved, wherein even the organization goal also could be achieved through these individuals. So now what happens is here this particular aspect clearly gives an idea about strategic approach to nurturing and supporting employees in the way they wanted, providing them all the facilities they are in need of, and making a positive workplace where by giving them the right requirements, whatever the infrastructure facilities or whatever benefits they were expecting based on the role they have been given. Now you're creating a workplace with a positive environment where they'll be able to work in a positive manner together as a team and show their complete performance inside the workplace. Now here HRM is also concerned with people dimensions in management, since every organization is made up of people acquiring their services. That's why I said you're trying to hire the best of best, utilizing an individuals, taking ideas from them, motivating them for the higher level of performance, and ensuring that they continue and maintain their commitment to the organization, so wherein organization can achieve its objectives. At the same time, we can say that this is true regardless of type of organization they are working in, the government, the business, education, health, or recreational or social action. Everywhere we can find that one or the other role the individual takes up based on the interest they lie in. So only thing is organization has to check the best of best personnel and make sure that they are retained and they are being utilized for the complete work which is required in the coming more days also for the institutions or the organization. Now coming to the next slide specifies about the core elements of HRM. Now people, management, integration and consistency, influence, applicability. So these are the points that we could see under the core elements of HRM. Why it is called as core? Because it is important that without people, they cannot manage the work. Now organization means itself a people. So it is people who staff and manage organization. Now management is something where HRM involves the application of management functions and principles, whatever the role that management want an individual to follow, because they have a certain system, they want to maintain that and they want to remunerate this each individual employees. Now organization also expects something in return from the people or from the employees. So what they have to do is, employees who are performing their different roles in the organization has to follow certain set of guidelines, functions or principles. Now integration and consistency. So this tells about the decision regarding people who has to integrate when they are working as a team together. They have to make sure that they perform the task which is assigned to them and they make best utilization of that particular atmosphere which is given to them. And then again, influence. Now decision must influence the organization's effectiveness, resulting in the betterment of services to customers in the form of high quality products supplied at a reasonable cost. Now this tells about what decision an organization takes. It should be effective. Now what is the effectiveness specifies about? You're doing something better. Your output should be that the quality of that particular output should be high. Should not be like at very low rate. Now again this tells about the applicability. Next is, so HRM principles are applicable to business as well as non-business organization, because there are so many different types or different fields which we can see that the role of an every individual varies based on the field that he is opted for. But then the applicability is like what role you are playing being in a particular institutional setup. So that is what this specifies the whole core elements of HRM as. So thank you all. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe for the more videos in the next coming more slides. Thank you.